Space in 2026 and realize it's not dated, it's updated. This isn't a 1999 cubicle comedy anymore, okay? It's a prequel to modern fucking Burnout. When this movie came out, people thought it was exaggerated. Now, it feels restrained because the corporate absurdity Mike Judge mocked in 1999 has evolved and somehow gotten even worse. Peter hates his job, like all of us. His boss speaks entirely in passive aggression. Consultants fire people with polite smiles. Milton gets erased from payroll like he's a software glitch. Everyone's pretending to care. That was funny in 1999. Now it's a LinkedIn post. Back then, Peter's problem was cubicles. Now, it's Slack notifications at 9:47 p.m. It's Zoom meetings that should have been a fucking email. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Brenda. It's performance metrics for jobs that don't actually produce anything tangible. Office Space was about meaningless busy work. Now we've industrialized it. Remember when Lumbergh says, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday." That was the villain, right? Now people are expected to be available 24/7. Lumbergh would thrive today. He'd have a fucking podcast. The hypnotherapy scene hits different now too. Peter stops caring, and suddenly he's thriving. Why? Because corporate culture rewards confidence, not fucking effort. That's even more true today. Half the people getting promoted aren't the hardest workers. They're the least visibly stressed. Peter weaponized detachment before it was called quiet quitting. And Milton? Milton is modern workforce burnout. Ignored, underpaid, desk moved 14 times, payroll error? We'll fix it later? He doesn't explode dramatically. He just lights the place on fire. And the audience doesn't even panic. We understand. That's the scary part. Most 1990 comedies age poorly. Looking at you, Biodome. Office Space aged like fine wine and resentment. Because it wasn't built on trends. It was built on an observation. It understood. Corporate culture is evil, but is it really evil? It's kind of indifferent. And indifference is more damaging in my opinion. That's why this movie still hits. Because the villain isn't one bad boss, it's the system. Office Space didn't predict flying cars. It predicted burnout. It sure as hell predicted quiet quitting. And the fact that it's still relatable, that's not nostalgia. That's accuracy. And if you've ever muted yourself in a meeting just to scream silently, you know exactly why this movie still works. And until next time, I'll see you at the video store.